Today we're checking out Fujii Kaze's Tiny Desk concert. This has been a highly requested reaction, so I'm excited to get into it. We will also be checking out an extra song, which is Feelin' Good, but that song will be Patreon exclusive, so see a link down below to the extended video where I also check out Feelin' Good. But yeah, let's get straight into this. I've only heard Shinanoga Iwa from Fujii Kaze before, so we're about to get a new taste of his stuff. Let's go. What an intro. That is some crazy dissonance in that instrumental. I really like his expressive mannerisms, the hand movements, leading you through the song. That's catchy. Really cool drum fills here. This song just goes so many different places. These vocal runs. Wow.
Hello, Tiny Desk.
He knows he killed it.
Truly a blessing to be here. Like, thank you so much for having us. Thank you so much for inviting us.
Before he goes on, I hate to interrupt him, but I just want to talk about the song we just heard. I knew going into this that it was going to be very impressive musically, the skill on display and everything, because like I said, I did react to his performance of Shinanoga Iwa already, so I know that he is an incredibly talented pianist and vocalist. But I'm still really impressed by the extent of the skill and talent displayed here. I think one of the comments left on my previous video said that he's been learning music since about 3 years old. That experience is definitely showing here. He can navigate up and down the scale vocally with seemingly no effort. He just kind of lives there doing runs. It's fun for him. He's enjoying himself. He sounds great. His tone is beautifully warm and earthy. It's hard to describe tones, really, isn't it? But for some reason, I guess his voice sounds to me like maybe the deeper side of a tenor. It doesn't have that loud ping that a high tenor's voice would have. It has more of an earthy feeling while maintaining the character of a tenor. I'm curious to know what his actual classification as a vocalist is. Maybe some of you vocal coaches out there know this. Is he like a tenor or is he more of a high baritone? I'm not sure, but very interesting, beautiful tone he has. Such a pleasure to listen to. Love his agility. I don't think I've ever seen anyone open a Tiny Desk concert with such a complex, virtuosic piano run like that. That was just beautiful. We had hints of that throughout the song. The song itself is quite catchy and groovy, and I like that you're able to identify the hook here and there with some rhythmical stabs like boom boom. Let me just see if I can find an example of what I'm talking about. That da da. It's more of a simple rhythm. You've got the boom, boom, boom. It's a nice bit of repetitiveness in a track that is actually quite complex. There's a lot going on, so having that home base, boom, 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 it kind of brings it home, gives it a satisfying feeling. And then you have the extra treat of all the other flourishes, instrumentally and vocally. You got the drummer doing some really beautiful fills, guitar licks. There's a lot going on, but the sensibility for simplicity and catchiness is not lost, which is really the core of his appeal. And I do like the fact that he's very expressive in this performance. One of my criticisms of the Shinanoga Iwa performance was that I felt like his facial expressions and his interaction with the audience was a bit lacking, even if musically the performance was pretty much flawless. I was missing the humanity of it a bit. But here you have not only an incredible musician doing incredibly musical things, but you have a human who is looking at you, getting a little weird, getting a little quirky, enjoying himself, expressing his artistry as a person. So it's the whole package that you're getting here, and I'm so relieved. It's almost as if he watched my previous reaction and is doing his best to please me personally, which is of course not the case. But it's just funny that that's the only complaint I had the last time I saw him, and everything that I complained about before is being rectified in this performance. Great suggestion by you guys. Let's move on to the next track.
Thank you so much for inviting us into your life, into your garden. 鳥は春を告げて私は恋をして素敵な温度だけ触れさせてこの肌で雲は夏を帯びて私は目を閉じて綺麗な時間だけ追いかけて尽きるまで
Just in his vocal and the piano, there's so much going on here. Sometimes he puts emphasis on the words with full chords. Sometimes he puts emphasis on a simple melody, a sequence of notes to match the vocal melody. Crazy attention to detail. Absolutely love it.
花は咲いてばかりあなたに心奪われそれでも守り続けたくて私のガーデン当てるまで人は出会い別れなくしてはまた手に入れそれでも守り続けたくて私のガーデン当てるまで夜が秋を呼んで私は旅に出て素敵な出会いだけ待っていて
I'm really into the sentimental slow jam vibe of this one.
冬よいで私を抱きしめてその手のぬくもりで生きさせて溶けるまで花は咲いてばかりあなたに心を奪われ
That's so infectious. I hope you don't mind me pausing, but there's so much I need to talk about and there's so much going on, it flies by us really quickly. But again, we're back to the simplicity of the chorus. I love how the chorus is just focusing on the bum, bum, bum. The guitarist is letting a little bit of silence in between the beats to really hone in on that lovely groove. You can hear the little pockets of silence in between the beats. It gives the chorus a nice contrast to the rest of the arrangement where the notes might have been elongated and they're filling out the bars. Now we're getting little snappy moments. The vocalist and the instrumentalist, they're all doing the same thing, coming together for the chorus. I love that. It's very satisfying. I'd also say that these background vocalists are very well chosen. They know their place in the arrangement. They're never overpowering him, they're never too loud. And I have actually noticed that problem in other Tiny Desk concerts. Sometimes the background vocalists get a little bit overly zealous and they almost intrude on the lead vocal a little bit. But you can even just tell from the demeanor of these two that they're relaxed, they've rehearsed a lot, they're happy to just vibe along to it and let him be the star. Really great stuff. I don't know if that was a mistake or if they had permission to sort of go off and sing whatever they wanted. But there's a little moment there where she is singing and the other background singer is silent. So maybe he missed his part or she sang a part that wasn't meant to. But that's the appeal of these live performances, that nothing ever really goes completely according to plan. And we have these cool little mistakes, I guess. But like I said, I love the mistakes. I love taking the unplanned moments with the planned. What a cutie. That was probably my favorite song of his I've heard so far. So officially, my favorite Fujii Kaze song is Garden. I've only heard 3 songs, but that is my favorite so far. One thing I will say is I think the final chorus of that performance got a little chaotic. The background vocalists started having individual ad-lib moments, which I actually appreciate. I don't mind them getting their own moment to shine here and there. But I think Fujii maybe overdid the runs a little bit in this one. Maybe lost focus slightly because I did notice that some of these runs were a little flat in parts. His agility is insane, don't get me wrong, but sometimes when a song is so filled with vocal runs, it's impossible to hit every single note perfectly. Inevitably, there will be some flat notes here and there in these runs. That wasn't the cleanest run I've ever heard. Still pretty good. Pretty good. Not terribly off, but just noticeably so when he is drawing attention to his voice by showboating that agility constantly. It really is drawing your attention to it. So sometimes when a note is slightly off, it becomes more apparent than if he were focusing on gradual, elongated notes more often. So I would like to see him take a step back from the runs slightly, because we know he can do it, and if he just wants to do runs throughout every single song and that's his style, that's fair enough. I'm just kind of speaking from my own preference, I guess. Let's see how the rest of the songs go.
I'm so happy, like, I feel so much joy inside. I hope you feel that happiness that you already have inside of you too. So while I'm performing with these amazing people out here, let me introduce them. On keys, Yaffle.
I do like how there's an extra keyboardist with a more electronic sound on the synth, and Fujii uses a more traditional piano.
On bass, Hatsuya Takumi.
Yeah, the bass and guitar all sound great, and the mix, the vocal, sorry, not the vocal, but the sound mix on this performance is really well done by the audio engineer. You can hear everything so clearly. The balance is basically flawless.
And amazing singers, I'm just a fan. But yeah, my spiritual brother Yossi. And my little spiritual sister Nishina.
This song is called Damn. I love that shift up to his falsetto in the chorus. It's a beautiful moment. I love that tremolo guitar. Really gorgeous. Really nice touch to the track, that guitar. My feelings about that song are that I like actually that he did actually seem to reel in the runs a little bit. The melody seemed a little bit more identifiable to me, like I could follow it easily. He has a clear melody at the beginning of the chorus, which is a little lower, and then it shifts up higher into a falsetto, which is a great progression. I was obsessed with that bridge with the tremolo guitar. That was gorgeous. Love the bridge. The song overall is not my favorite of his. Just for my own personal taste, it was a little bit too light and breezy and commercial sounding in a way. And it's hard to describe what I mean, but I tend to prefer songs with a little bit more darkness or depth or something. This one was very summer's day, you know, driving around in the car. It's cute, but not as captivating as some of his other tracks with, I guess, dirtier moments. Like this song sounds to me like it could be in a cute scene in a rom-com or something, and I'm more into songs that could have their place in like an A24 horror movie, I'll put it that way. So I'm really not criticizing the song objectively. I'm more just talking about what kind of music I'm into personally. Let's continue. This song already appeals to me way more. It's such a mood, you know what I mean? I like that. I like a mood, a vibe. I love the way he's doing that. I love his voice in this one. Love this range she's kind of sitting in. I love how the song is coming together in this climactic moment. Wow, that might have been my favorite run of the whole performance. Let's just hear that again. Such a sick run. Going down the scale by the same interval each time. Da 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 da. It actually reminds me of another run from one of my favorite groups. I just want to take a moment to show you guys what that run reminded me of. And it's this similar run here from one of my favorite vocalists and favorite groups, Seventh Wonder. This is Tommy Karvik. You can hear the similarity in those runs. The interval is very similar idea they're going for. I wonder if you guys hear that same similarity, but it's funny how such talented musicians can sort of come up with a similar idea to express their own musicality and be from completely different parts of the world, different genres. Just a cool shared sense of melody, you know? Anyway, let's continue. I love how much of a showman he is. He's just having the time of his life. He knows that this is his moment and he's eating it up.
This is my first so-called love song. Yeah. But I realized that love is not something you should ask for, because love is something that you already have inside all the time. The more you give, you share, you release, the more it become overflowing. The next song is called Overflowing.
I think I read that this is one of his newer songs. We've taken it down even more for this one. I like that. It's a good varied set list. What a long phrase. His lungs. Such pretty long notes. I like that he gave us some long notes there and halted the runs a little bit. But also, I really liked that last run he did too, in his falsetto going all the way down to the bottom of his range. He couldn't have left it at that. He had to do the final low note at the end just to put the period on it. If you have it, you might as well flaunt it, you know. Those harmonies. Goodness me. Guitar solo. This song is contender with Garden as my favorite song so far. The control is insane. This song just has it all. There's something about his demeanor that I find kind of funny, but cute. I'm not laughing at him. It's very unexpected. The different expressions and mannerisms that he does from moment to moment it just kind of tickles me in the right way to see someone enjoying themselves and giving themselves totally like that to the music. Love it. Natural born performer. That song was really beautiful. It had everything. Contender for my favorite song in this set list. I think the final song is Shinanoga Iwa. Oops, my lighting just died. Hope this lighting will suffice. Well, let's keep it moving. Yeah, I already did an analysis of Shinanoga Iwa on my channel. You can check that out for my in-depth thoughts on this track, but let's see what he does with it in this tiny desk. Maybe the arrangement will be a little bit different or something.
I would say, please hold on to the truth and keep the faith and always be happy. Promise me. And yeah, say goodbye with this song. I'm gonna miss you though.
Such a pretty melody, I'd know it anywhere.
It doesn't matter if it's Sunday. 鏡よ鏡よこの世で一番変わることのない愛をくれるのは Darling Only to ask cause it's mine Darling
I wonder if the lyrics reflect his hand motions or if that's just kind of what he was feeling with the music. So catchy. What I do like about this arrangement actually is the texture offered by the background vocalists. Don't you ever say bye-bye. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love this scatting part too. Such a wordy melody. Very difficult. But they're nailing it. Bravo. Bravo. What talent. So impressed. I thought this Tiny Desk was an amazing showcase of the variety in his sound, his talent as a vocalist and as a musician. It was a perfect posse that he assembled here with his band and background singers. It all came together perfectly. It was meant to be, and I remain immensely impressed. And I actually really liked that arrangement of Shinanoga Iwa. I think it is actually my preferred arrangement than the one I saw previously, because in the one I saw previously, I think some of the background vocals were a backing track of his own voice, whereas in this version, everything was live. All of the voices you were hearing were live, and he was completely nailing that iconic falsetto melody in the chorus. This performance was a complete hole-in-one for me. Now, if you would like to see me react to the Feelin Good music video and do a musical analysis of that, and also a lyrical analysis, and also support the channel in the process, you can see a link to the extended reaction in the description below where I check all that out. Your support would be greatly appreciated. Okay, let's jump right in. So that about concludes my analysis of Fujii Kaze's Tiny Desk and his song Feelin' Good. Let me know what you thought of my analysis and let me know what other Fujii Kaze stuff you'd like me to check out. If you're curious about what other music I've covered on the channel, there's a link to my reaction database spreadsheet down below. And if you don't know me, my name is Oha Cade. I'm the composer for the symphonic metal project Falcata. There's also a link to our music down below. Otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and I'll talk to you guys again soon. Thanks so much and take care.